I'm just gonna pop. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ashlyn, and today I am doing a makeup tutorial, or eye makeup tutorial, using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is new to me. I just got it during the VIB Sephora sale. And yeah, I'm excited to do this in a tutorial because I've never used this on camera before. So let's dive right in. Oh, and if you're curious about the makeup that I'm wearing on my face right now, I just filmed a tutorial on this look and I used a bunch of new face products such as the NARS Laguna Liquid Bronzer and the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Is that what it's called? Yes. In the shade Sunlight. So that's how I achieved this bronzy glowy look. So if you're interested in this makeup look, I will link it right here for you and also in the description box down below. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and also hit that bell down here with the subscription button so that you get notified when I have new videos posted. And yeah, so let's get started. So this is what the outer box looks like. I kept it for the purpose of this video. It's very pretty. It's Too Faced. So it has like gold detailing on it. It's ombre. It's really nicely done. And it says here that it smells like peaches, so let's give it a whiff. So there's a little insert here and it shows you 3 different looks that you can create with this palette. So this is the palette right here. It's ombre like the box. It has peaches on it. Kind of looks, it's the same tin material as the chocolate bar palettes, which I like, and it's a magnetic closure. When you open it up, this is what it looks like inside. So many pretty colors. It comes with 18 different shades. And oh, it does smell like peaches. It smells kind of like an artificial peach kind of scent. I don't know if I really like it, but it's a nice touch. And it comes with a mirror as well. And yeah, so there's a mix of mattes. I think 5-6-ish mattes, and the rest are shimmers, and 2 of them I see there's sparkles in it. And that's like one of the swatches. Here, I'll swatch just like randomly just to see what it's like. So here's some swatches. They are very pigmented, I must say. Ooh, they swatch so nicely on the arm. So there are some swatches right there. And let's get into the eye look. Okay, so I zoomed you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Minor Sin. So I'm just gonna grab some brushes. I don't know if we're gonna keep like putting this up here. Maybe I should. Okay, so I'm gonna first set my primer using this shade right here. This is the lightest shade in the palette and it's called White Peach. I'm gonna put it on a fluffy brush and I'm gonna put it just all over the lid just to set that primer that I have down and to create a nice silky smooth base. What happens if you go in with a dark color right away on top of a wet primer or a wet base is it'll stick to one spot and it'll be hard to blend out and it'll look patchy. So that's why people do this. It's a great way to set the wetness down so that it's dry, and anything that goes on top will just blend seamlessly and effortlessly. Oh my god, I can't talk today. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put it all over my lid and also bring it up to the brow bone. We're gonna use this as kind of like a brow bone highlight. I'm not sure yet if I want to go in with a shimmer, but we'll see as we go. So I set that with the White Peach. Next, I'm going to go in with a transition shade. So I'm going to take the shade Georgia. I guess we'll go for a peachy look since this is a peachy palette. So I'm going to go with Georgia. This is a matte, very pale pink shade or peach shade. And I'm going to put this right into the crease, which is like where the socket of your eyeball is. And this is going to be acting as my transition shade so that if I go in with something darker below, it'll look nice and ombre, kind of like the packaging. So in the ombre, that we're doing this part right now. And that's going to create that really nice gradient. So I'm just going to blend it in the crease. This part, it's okay if you're like kind of messy and sloppy and fast because It's kind of like really similar to my skin tone, so you're not gonna really see any harsh lines anyway, because we're using a light color. So far, it's blending out really nicely. No complaints there. They're pretty pigmented. Okay, now to deepen up that crease even more, I'm gonna go into the shade Puree, which is this one right here, in the same brush, just tapping it lightly and tapping off the excess. And we're gonna go into that same crease area and just slightly below where we put Georgia, that pinky shade, just so that we don't fully cover it up and we do see that shade. And just with a light hand, blending it into the lower crease area. And this just is starting to layer the shadows and add some more dimension to the look. As you can see now that it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, you're gonna start seeing some shadow. And the key to doing any kind of smoky eye is to just keep blending and making sure nothing looks harsh or patchy. So that actually blended out really nicely. If you wanted to just stop here, this is a really nice, natural, everyday look, and it's super easy to do. But I'm just gonna make this very dramatic, because why not? I'm gonna try to use as many shades as I can and see what happens. So now I'm gonna go into Summer Yum, which is right next to Puree, and this one is just a more red version of Puree. They're pretty similar in shade, but this one's just, like I said, a little bit more red and a little bit darker. So I'm just gonna put that more focused on the outer corner of the eye and drag it into the crease. And I like using circular motions on the outer corner of the eye to really buff it in. That's how it's looking so far. These warm shades are really in right now. And this palette is perfect for spring and summer because there are so many summery shades and bright pops of pink. But it's also pretty versatile because there's like a black here, some darker purples over here. So if you wanted to do a nighttime look and just like cover your lid in purple glittery sparkle, then that's an option too, which I really like in this palette. Okay, so I don't know what direction I'm taking this look. Okay, well, because it's the peach palette, let's do a peach look. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of candied peach, actually. This one is a brighter corally peachy color with a little bit of pink micro glitters in it. And I'm just going to buff this all into the crease just to add a little bit more pink to the look. There are little pink micro glitters in the shadow, but I noticed that when I blend it onto my lid, none of the pink sparkles actually stay on my lid. So it's basically matte. But if you wanted to keep those pink sparkles, what you do is spray your brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. And that would help stick the glitters down. Okay, so now I'm going to take just Peachy, and this is kind of a pink shade with a little bit of a peachy orange micro glitter, well, shimmer shift almost. It's kind of duochrome, and I'm just going to pop that all over the lid with my finger. And that's a very pink shadow. I don't know how I feel about this look yet. So I just put it all over the lid and then blend it out with the brush. Very interesting. Like, this palette makes you experiment with color, that's for sure. I don't know if I would have ever chosen to go with a very pink smoky eye if I didn't have this palette, but I'm kind of digging it. So that's really pretty, but I think I'm gonna add another shadow on top. I'm gonna use the shade Luscious. Ooh, this one's so pigmented. Do you see this? It's so shiny and it's like metallic. Oh, do you see that? Oh yeah, I love this. This is like a champagne-y metallic shade. Very pigmented. And I'm just putting it over where I put just Peachy just to tone it down a little bit and make it a little less pink. And I'm going to blend it with the brush just to make sure there's no harsh edges. And that's really pretty. I kind of like this. It's good for daytime. That is for sure. So now with a little pencil brush, for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Bellini. I'm going to just put that on the lower lash line, kind of like the center part of the lower lash line. And then I'm also going to go in with a little bit of Candy Peach and Puree, mix them together, and put it on the outer corner of the eye. Making sure to buff it. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Nectar, which is this like yellowy golden peach nectar color. And I'm going to put it on the lower lash line right on the inner corner. And this will just help brighten up your eyes and the center of your face. I love doing this. I'm going to use it as a highlight and also put it on the inner corner of the eye. That just brightens everything up a lot. And I'm going to use a clean finger and just blend that out a little bit. I always go back and just blend a little bit more if I think that it needs it. I'm going to go in, oops. I'm going to go in with a different fluffy brush. I use this one for darker colors. And I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's called Charmed, I'm Sure, and it's just a matte chocolate brown. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of the eye, just to make it a little bit more smoky and dark on the outer corner. And I'm just gonna gently, ever so slightly, blend it up. And that just adds a lot more smokiness and dimension to the look, which I quite like. And then I'm gonna blend out those edges with the brush that I used with the other peachy colors. It's a little bit cleaner. And yeah. So I'm going to put that down for now. I think I'm going to shove on some lashes. So I'm going to pop on some falsies, but first I'm just going to use some Roller Lash by Benefit. Just to coat my lashes first to make them nice and black and so that they blend in nicely. Whoops. Blend in nicely with my falsies. So I'm just going to coat them. Lots of people love this mascara because they say it holds a curl really nicely. I don't personally find that it holds a curl, but I love the wand on this. It's really good for separating the lashes and coating every single one because it's kind of bent. Oh, nose is itchy. For me personally, the only way that my lashes are going to stay curled is if I use a waterproof formula. And what I've really been loving lately is this one by CoverGirl, and it's the Super Sizer Hydro Fudge mascara. This one's so good. It like makes your lashes like keep its curl all day long. It's very, I was gonna say super. I'm gonna try to stop saying that so much. It holds a curl very well. It lasts a long time and it's very waterproof. The only reason why I'm not using it is because I find that it's a little bit harsh on my lashes just because it's so waterproof. It's kind of hard to remove. So on days when I'm going to wear falsies anyways, I just use a mascara that I know will come off easily and won't be so damaging for the lashes. So if you didn't want to wear falsies, you can just leave it at this. And that's a really nice fresh look too. I'm going to just pop a little on the lower lash line too, might as well. So that's the finished look with mascara on. Now I'm just going to pop on some lashes and I'll show you what that looks like too. And I'm back! I just put on some false lashes. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies. I really love these lashes. They last a really long time. They look pretty wispy and natural, and they're pretty inexpensive as well. So I just popped it on using some Duo Lash Glue, which is also a new favorite of mine. And yeah, so that is the finished look for the eyes. I have this little baby Too Faced Sweet Peach Lip Gloss, or Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in the shade Pure Peach. I'm just going to pop it on. These smell really peachy too. It smells like the palette. They feel kind of like the NYX Butter Glosses, which I love. I love the texture of those. And this feels just as creamy and pigmented. So yeah, this is the finished look for using the Too Faced Sweet Peach stuff. Overall, I love how it turned out. I'm a fan of this palette. It is very pigmented. The shades blended out really nicely. They're all really pretty. Like, you get a really nice variety of stuff in here. It smells pretty good. If you're not into like sweet artificial scents, I don't know if you like it. You might want to go give it a sniff before you order it or buy it in case you don't like it. The lip gloss is really pretty. It looks really nice with this look. It's so creamy. And it does feel really hydrating. But they go really nicely together. So overall, I love this product. I recommend it if you're into trying out peachy looks like this. It's really unique, so I mean, you might not have anything like it in your collection. That's the final look. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so and click the bell down below to get notified of when I have new videos posted. And yeah, that's it. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!